Hello guys, welcome to a 40 TV live stream. Guys, I'm back again. If this is your first time here, just click the like button. Even if you have come here before, just click the like button. If you haven't followed the page, please follow this page, Wofoi TV. Follow the page. Share this live video on your various platforms, various groups. But thank you so much for joining in today. This morning, I'm going to talk about how can you stay on a tourist visa, okay? But welcome to Wofoi TV live stream. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please take a moment, go over there and just subscribe. They're not charging you any money, y'all. Just go there and subscribe, okay? Let me see if I can see yesterday when I did the live video, I couldn't do the scrolling through the okay, let me see if no, sorry, I'm trying to find this video on my computer so that I can respond to your messages. But guys, good morning. How is everyone? How's everyone, guys? How are y'all doing? Okay, let me see if I can find this live video and then read through the comments. All right, yes, I found it. Okay, there you go. Oops, come on now, where are the comments? All right, guys, how are you? Know that you can send let's see, you can send stars during the live video, however many stars you want to send. But if you're not seeing the star option on your screen, it means that it may not be available in your country. So if that is not available, then maybe you might want to consider subscribing. All right, that's up to you. But guys, today I'm going to talk to you about how you can stay on a tourist visa. All right, now before I talk about it, I need to give this disclaimer first. All right, know that when you apply for a tourist visa or you get the tourist visa, and with a B1 or B1 B2, those non-immigrant visa, and you have the intention of staying, that is an offense. Okay, getting the visa with a different plan is the offense. So if you get the tourist visa with the intention of staying, then it is an offense if they catch you. Okay, I mean, you can have your ideas in your head, but if they see that this is what you intend to do, and like whether at the airport, if you're coming and they look into your phone, or they look in your luggage and they see that you are bringing things that does not look like a visitor, then they can turn you around. They are not going to arrest you, they will just turn you around. Okay, let's see. Hi, Joseph. Your name, I can pronounce all of it, so I will just use the Joseph. Just forgive me. Let me see. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Hi, Erico Taylor. How are you? Guys, if you leave a comment, I can see that, okay? But thank you so much for joining in today. When you come in, just drop a comment, like the video. So now that I've talked about that part, the disclaimer part, that getting a tourist visa with the intention of not going back, it is an offense, all right, if they catch you. But if you have a tourist visa and you enter America and you don't, if you want to stay, there are ways for you to do that. All right. Hi, Nelly. Thanks for joining in. When you come to America with a tourist visa, if you're already here, there are ways for you to stay. Okay. And I'm going to talk about the two of the most common ways to stay. Okay. Those two are very strong ones. So, but one of them, it has like several umbrella under them. Okay. The other thing that I want to talk about before I even explain these two options is that, guys, know that I am not an immigration lawyer. All right. So Don't take this as a legal advice, because I'm not a lawyer. So how can I give you legal advice? I don't want you to assume. So if you find yourself in any situation that requires you to talk to a lawyer, please talk to an immigration lawyer. Don't talk to me, all right? Because I cannot give you any legal advice. It is better you let the person who has gone to law school, knows how to use the law to defend you, than to come to common me, okay? So I want you to understand that. So if you have your tourist visa and you are now in America and you want to know, how do I stay? I don't want to go back. How do I stay? All right. So there are several ways that you can stay. One of the ways is you can file for asylum, right? The only time you can file for asylum is when you are at the U.S. border, or when you are inside the U.S., okay? You cannot file for asylum in your country. Let's say you are in Ghana. You cannot be in Ghana and apply for visa at the U.S. Embassy and say that, please, I want asylum. That's not how you do it. You cannot be in Kenya and file for asylum from there. That's not how you do it. You should be at the border. So either when you arrive in the U.S. at the border, whether on foot to the border, or even if you fly by plane and you get to the airport, you can file for that, all right? And they are supposed to allow you to go through the process of filing for asylum. Please, if you need help with that one, you have to talk to a lawyer. There are lawyers who specialize in immigration, and they will be able to help you with asylum. But I'm just telling you, that is one of the options, okay? When you enter and you feel like, I don't want to go, I'm afraid for my life. If I go, these people will, snatch me and do certain things to me and whatever, you can file for asylum, okay? Know that asylum will just give you temporary stay. Maybe they will not tell you that go back in 3 months, but they might let you stay for a little bit of time, okay? So that is something that you can do. The other one is you can come in and marry and stay, okay? Let's say you have your tourist visa. You came in for a visit. While you were here, you saw somebody, you fell in love, you got married. There is nothing against that. Even though somebody from the outside might look at us like, how convenient that you enter America right now and all of a sudden you're in love and all of a sudden you're getting married. The fact that you look like you are a criminal, I'm putting that in quotes. The fact that somebody looks like a criminal doesn't mean that they are criminal, right? The fact that the person entered America and then they got married to somebody and they are adjusting their status doesn't mean that was their plan, okay? It is in your head. And we cannot read the minds of people. So when you enter America on a tourist visa and you have your boyfriend here, your girlfriend here, and you decide to get married, the law allows you to do that. You don't have to go back. You can stay, get married, and get your papers, and you don't have to worry about being kicked out, okay? These options, a lot of people from countries, like some other countries, get this privilege, right? The thing is that when you are at the border, they will ask you, are you here to do this? Are you here to do that and do that? Sometimes you can even tell them that, oh, I'll marry my girlfriend. But the thing is that when you enter America, I'm talking about the port of entry, and they ask you, are you here for anything other than this? And we see that you are chatting with a girlfriend here. Do you intend to stay? As long as you can convince them that you don't intend to stay, you'll be fine. If you let them feel that it doesn't look like you're going back, you have your CV or your resume in your bag, what shows that you're going back now? So if you don't give them the reason to believe that you are coming to stay, then they will let you enter if you are on a tourist visa, okay? But if you give them the impression that you don't intend to go back, then they will not let you enter, all right? There's nothing wrong with, oh, at the airport, I was like, I'm just here for my 2 weeks, I'm going back. And then after 1 week, you're like, America is sweet. My girlfriend is already here. Your girlfriend's like, why are you going back? Why don't we get married and do this? Now, when will you come back again and you get married? There's nothing wrong with that. At the airport, I said, I'm coming for 2 weeks. I entered. Now, my boyfriend wants us to get married. Hey, I have done nothing wrong. So it is okay for you to change your mind. But they don't want you to have that mindset before you enter, right? Because when they give you the visa is for the one purpose. And the purpose was, oh, I'm coming here for a visit. I'm coming here for conference. I'm coming here for this. If the intention, you let them feel or see that your intention is to stay, then they could stop you from entering and they could bar you from America. They could tell you that for the next 5 years, don't come here. They can tell you that for the next 2 years, don't come here. They are allowed to do that. They go through people's phones. They go through other things. So just a moment. Single, I was listening and so far from me. How do I go about that? Kwesi Knight, just inbox me. I see your question. I just scrolled the screen and I saw that. You just need to inbox me, okay? Let's see. All right, okay. So I'm now reading the screen to see the questions that people are leaving, and I'll continue. All right, guys, thank you so much. Those of you who are here, thank you so much. All right, let me see. Okay, we're going on. So after you enter America, if you want to get married, you can get married, and then the moment you get married, you will file for adjustment of status. Okay, adjustment of status. But you know, guys, I intentionally sometimes change my accent and stuff and pronounce things so that just in case somebody didn't hear something, I want to pronounce it very like the way we will say our English sometimes. All right, so know that I intentionally do those things. So when you get married in the US, you don't have to go back. You do your adjustment of status, you file that with the USCIS, and then you back it up with a whole lot of documentations. That one you can use a lawyer if you want to, or you can do it by yourself. A lot of information on online. USCIS, you go to their website, go and look for adjustment of status. They have their instructions. You can read through and watch YouTube videos, know about the documentation you need to put together. So you don't need to use a lawyer, okay? Some people think that you always have to use a lawyer. There are some of the things you can do it yourself. You just read the information. There are a lot of Facebook groups you can be part of. There are people who are doing the same thing that you may be doing. And then you can get help through them, okay? The other thing is job. When you enter America and you don't want to go, one of the ways you can stay will be to find a job, okay? To find a job. When I say to find a job, don't go and use somebody's document to go and find a job. That is the worst way to do anything. You will ruin your reputation. When I say find a job, I'm talking about finding an employer, an American employer that is willing to sponsor you. Okay? Let's say you enter America with your visitor's visa. For you to stay, somebody needs to sponsor you. The sponsor can be an American employer, a company in America with an American employer. So you cannot just enter America with your tourist visa and you yourself, you have a company in America and then you want to sponsor yourself. That's not how it works. American employer. So you must find a company. Let's say that maybe you entered, you are a software developer. You entered and you're like, I wish I can get a job here. I don't want to go back right now. Guess what? Maybe you can find a job with maybe Amazon or Facebook or Netflix, any of those companies, I'm just mentioning because they are big companies, but they are not the only companies that can sponsor. You look for companies that can sponsor your visa. If they can sponsor your visa, then they can go through the process of getting you on board. Some of the companies may tell you that we can hire you, we can go through the process, but the process is going to take a little bit of time. So you should go back to your country whilst we process this. And while we are processing this, because we don't want you to be in America and be out of status. Out of status means that the reason that they gave you the visa, whatever the length of time that you were given, you have over exceeded that, then you are out of status. Okay? The status that they gave you, you have abused it, you have overlived, you have overstayed your welcome. So then you become out of status, right? So some of the companies will tell you that we are going to hire you, but the process might take a little bit longer, and we don't want you to fall into out of status category. So it's best you return to your country whilst we will work on the paperwork. Okay? If the company tells you this, then I will tell you that it is in your best interest to go back and let them do it that way. Okay? So I told you 3 things. You can ask for asylum, right? Asylum, there are rules. You cannot just say anything anyhow and say I'm filing for asylum. Those who qualify, those who have reasons to use asylum, you can do that, okay? But if you come in and you decide to get married to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you meet somebody, you're in love, you get married, now I'm married, you don't have to go back. The moment you get married and you go back, then for you to be able to enter America again, you have to file for marriage visa. That process can take about 2 years. That is why when you're already in America, you are married to somebody, you don't want to go back. You want to stay and finish the adjustment of status. Okay? Whilst you are in the phase of adjustment of status, let's say whilst you have submitted that application and you become out of status. Let's say your visa was for 1 month, okay? This is just me using an example. Let's say your visa was for 1 month. You enter America and you got married, you filed for adjustment of status. Whilst you were waiting for the decision to be made, 30 days has come and gone. But because you are married to an American, they will forgive you. Please, is that clear? Because you are married to somebody who is a green card holder, it's not only American. If you are married to somebody with green card, if you are married to a U.S. citizen, because you are married to somebody who has a permanent residency or is a U.S. citizen, they will forgive you the offense of overstaying. All right? When you marry, they will forgive you. And that is one of the few instances where they will forgive you. The other is to find a job. Guys, there are a lot of jobs out there, but not every employer can employ you. Maybe you know your friend who has a cleaning business. Oh, they have a nanny business. So they have people and that they employ, they train them to be nannies. Because the fact that your friend has that business doesn't mean that your friend can employ you. For somebody to employ a foreigner, even though you are in America, you are still a foreigner. For an American employer to employ a foreigner, they have to go through various steps. One of the steps is that they need to show to the U.S. government that they couldn't find other Americans. Good morning, Letitia. How are you? Chrissy Knight, how are you? Alidu, how are you? Michael Manson, how are you? Nana Kwabna, you're asking what is the meaning of Wofwe? Hey, it is in my description box. Yeah, on here and on YouTube. I've explained that. I think, yeah, I've explained that on YouTube. But I don't want to be sidetracked, all right? So, know that whilst you're here, not any, just any employer can employ you. So just be careful. I heard like one lady, she's like, yeah, my friend has a cleaning business and he doesn't, hi Michael, I don't know. My friend has a cleaning business and she doesn't want to employ me. No, it's because that your friend, she needs to justify to the American government that they couldn't find another person in America who doesn't need visa, who couldn't do that job. And imagine, is this going to be difficult for them to find somebody who cannot do that, who can do that job? So you have to look at the type of job that you're looking for. So if you don't have the skills, then if you don't have the skill set that employers are looking for, then it will be difficult for you to, get a job whilst you're in the US. Something you cannot do on a tourist visa is to apply for admission and go to school. Oh, I am on a tourist visa, I enter America, now I'm applying for admission, I want to stay, I don't want to even go back to my country, I want to go to school. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. But whilst you are inside America, if you want to go to visit the university that you are interested in, you're like, oh, let me go to University of Pennsylvania. Let me go to University of Texas. Let me go to University of Minnesota. Let me go and talk to them and ask them, if I want to apply to this school, what do I need? What do I want to talk to them? You can gather the information and then you apply, but you must go back to your home country to begin the whole process. Okay? When you come on a visitor's visa or a tourist visa or a most non-immigrant visa, you cannot just apply for admission to a school and stay and then get everything done whilst you're here. You can apply for the admission, but they will not do everything inside America. They have to do it from the outside. So you have three options. Remember, I told you that it is an offense for you to make the plan before you come. Oh, my girlfriend is there. When I come, I don't want to go back. It is an offense. But guess what? Thinking about something, nobody can arrest you for thinking about something, right? Nobody can punish you for thinking about something. But if you do actions for them to see that this is your plan, that is where they can take action. Is that clear? Let's say me, I'm here, I'm thinking that I will do this, I will beat somebody. In my head, nobody can arrest me for that, right? But if I'm writing about it, putting things in place, talking about it, preparing for this fight, then that is where, they start looking at you because you are giving them reasons that this is what you are planning to do. And when it comes to immigration, if you arrive at the airport, the first airport that you touch down, go to immigration, and they suspect that this is your intention. Somebody who said you said you are coming for a 2 weeks visit. Meanwhile, you have 4 bags. All of them, your things inside your bags. It looks like you are here to stay for good. You are not going back. You have brought your birth certificate. Hey, who travels with their birth certificate now? Who? You are coming for a visit, you have your CV inside your bag. Hey, who comes for a visit with their CV? You are coming to look for a job. If they see that at the airport, they will turn you around. They will let you go back to your country. And it will be at your own cost. Or sometimes it will be at the cost of the airline that brought you. They will send you back from where you came from. So know that they give you a lot of leverage, right? They cannot punish you for what is in your head because they cannot read what is in your head. But when you open your mouth, when you take actions, when you do things and let them see that this is what you're trying to do, that is where they can take action. Okay? So you can claim asylum at the airport, at the border. When I say border, it can be the physical border, or it can be at the airport. You can claim asylum inside or at the airport. You cannot claim it from outside, like way in your country, that I'm afraid for my life, but I'm sitting here in the comfort of my home in Accra. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? The next is you can come and get married. There is nothing against coming to get married. Actually, some people want to get married in New York. Some people want to get married at Disneyland. They come to America just for that purpose. And some Americans also go to Greek, right? They go to Greece. They want to get married in Greece. They want to get married in Cyprus, in Thailand. They go to other countries. So it is not a crime. But they know that when you get married, you can use that to stay. So when you say that you are coming to get married, just be mindful that you must convince them that when you come, you will go back. You must convince them that when you come, you will go back. If you are not able to convince them, guess what? They will turn you back around. Okay? Let me see. Hi, Isaac. How are you? Hi, William. You're welcome. Kojo Malaika. You're welcome. Let's see. Nanette AC Beidou, you're asking, do you have video on tourist visa interview? Would love to know more on that. No, I haven't done a video on that particular one. But guys, please just be mindful. These are things that you can take advantage of. It's not only Africans, so there are people from Europe. They come, they get married, they stay. When you get married inside the US, you don't have to go back. You can go through the process. But please, remember when I was talking about marriage, I said to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, don't go and do any fake marriage. That thing always doesn't work well. Because look at this. When you get married, when you do this type of contractual marriages, guess what? The other person may not be as committed as you are. I'm not here to give you ways about breaking the law. I wouldn't do that. That's not what I'm about, okay? I'm just telling you that if you go and do this fake marriage, sometimes the person will take your money and chop. You cannot take them to the police station. Okay? I know there are ways about a lot of things. There are ways you can protect yourself. But guess what? Most of the time, if you go and do these fake marriages, you are the one who is going to lose. Most of the time. The person will collect your money and not even help you. The person will collect your money and be living with their own boyfriend. Meanwhile, you are supposed to convince these people that you are in a good marriage. But then this person is doing things on social media. You know, now today, people can stay off social media with their relationship. People can stay off social media with their normal life. Things that are supposed to be private. So now you are in this fake marriage with somebody. You came, you want to stay. You are in a fake relationship with somebody. And this person is on social media doing things because they have no intention of protecting you. For them, they're like me, I'm taking my money. If it doesn't work, it's sorry for you. If it works, then good for you. That is how some of them are. They will take your money and still be like, hey, I'm not going to kill myself for this. Even though they've taken your money, they are not going to kill themselves for you. When I say they are not going to do that, I'm talking about they are not going to inconvenience themselves for you. That, hey, let me go and pretend and live with them. Let me pretend that this relationship is real. And some of them, they will take your money and not do anything. They just be there, be living their life with their other boyfriend, their real boyfriend, right? So for me, I stay out of those things. But guess what? There are people who may want genuine relationship. You know, sometimes maybe you may be talking to somebody, okay? You may be talking to somebody in America, and you are not officially dating. You need to see the person with your eyes before you can say that, okay, now this person is my girlfriend, this person is my boyfriend. You decide to come for a visit. When you are coming for a visit and you say you are coming to visit your girlfriend, hey, fire for you. Because they know the word boyfriend or girlfriend, it is a strong motivation to not go back. So if you are talking to somebody and you have not officially declared as a boyfriend or girlfriend, please, when you get to the airport, be careful of the words you use. I know back home in Ghana, you meet somebody, you like them, they like you, you are boyfriend and girlfriend. Please, that's not how it works in America. Somebody can talk to you for a long time before they make it official. So be careful in the words that you use. If you don't take care, your word, the word that you say might be a level 4. Meanwhile, in your country, it is just, in your country, they start from level 1 to level 4. In America, level 1, 2, 3, 4, before we get to 4, right? So be very careful when you're using the words boyfriend, girlfriend, okay? At the airport, be very careful. If you don't have a real relationship, you can come and visit. You know, I'm coming here to see how things are. You know, I'm coming for a visit. When you get outside of the airport, you can visit your girlfriend. You can visit the campus that you want to go and see. You have interest in going to school over there, okay? You can do all that, but just be careful. At the end of the day, what is in your head, nobody can read. When it comes out of your mouth, you are incriminating yourself. You know that term that they use? You are incriminating yourself. You are snitching on yourself. You are saying things to expose yourself. You are saying things that can be used against you. Okay? So be very careful. Be mindful of the things that you say. All right? Okay. I'm going through some of the comments so far. Let's see. All right, let's see. After some years, if after you getting married, can you get divorced after some years? If yes, how many years? Kojo Malaika, there's no restriction. So Kojo Malaika is asking that if, let's say you come to America, you get married, and then later you're getting divorced, how many years do you have to? Hey, your question is suspicious. Remember the things that I'm telling you right now. Your question is suspicious, but let me answer you. There is nobody can force anybody to be in a relationship, okay? Nobody. If you are in a marriage that you are not happy in, nobody can tell you that, hey, you must stay in for 3 years before you can leave that marriage. You must stay in for 5 years before you can leave that marriage. Nobody can force you to be in a place you don't want to be. Some people get married. Kim Kardashian got married years ago. 72 hours, the marriage was over. Okay? It is not compulsory for you to stay in a marriage. But let me tell you this thing. Every state in America has their own laws. So if you come to America and you go to New York and you get married there, they have their own marriage laws. If you come to Texas, Texas has their own marriage laws. And go to California, they have their own marriage laws. If you get married to somebody and you quickly get divorced, and the other person feels that this marriage was not entered in good faith, it means that if the marriage was entered in because of something else other than the real intention of I want to be in a marriage with this person, then there's something called annulment. Please guys, I'm not a lawyer, okay? It's just things that I've read about. There's something called annulment. If you get divorced quickly, like you leave the marriage, you got married, and within a few weeks or a few months, you've packed your things, you left the house, and the person that you did that with, they file for annulment. Then it is as if that marriage never happened. Annulment is like the marriage never even happened. So just be careful, okay? Oh, let me see who's saying that. Oh, let me see. Somebody said something. Let me see. Salam, you said, Salam, we'll meet on TikTok. You know I do my tree stuff on TikTok, but on here, they are, people from other countries, and so I want to make sure that I'm inclusive, okay? Yeah, on TikTok, I speak tree, but guys, you know something? I can't find my Android phone. Yesterday, after the live video, I looked for this phone anywhere. I have put it on silent, and I don't know how to find this phone. So when I find my TikTok phone, that's the phone I use for TikTok. When I find it, we'll do a TikTok live. But there we can talk chi, okay? So here, but guys, look at this. It is not an offense for you to be thinking about things. But when you do that in practice, when you do them, then now you are taking actions, and then the offense is the part where you are taking actions, right? Remember the example that I used. I said that if I tell you that I will beat somebody, I've said it, I'm over here. Maybe the person can get a restraining order to say that stay away from me. They should tell this woman to stay away from me. They should tell this man to stay away from me. By the moment I make a conscious effort to be looking for the person, now I am doing things to let them know that what I was saying was not just for saying. The things I have thought about, I am acting on them, okay? So asking questions, guys, that is not the offense. But when you do them, that is where they can use against you, okay? And I think that some of the questions, they are important because it allows people to know what they cannot do, right? Guys, not knowing the law is not an excuse. Hey, me, I didn't know that this place I cannot speed. Hey, I didn't know that in America you cannot, in this state, I cannot drive and put headphones on my ears. The police officer, if a police officer stops you, you are driving, you have earphones on in your ear, and they stop you and they want to give you a ticket. They say, officer, I didn't know. It's not an excuse. The fact that you don't know doesn't mean that it's an excuse. So sometimes it is good that you know what you can do and what you cannot do, so that you can make a better decision. If you decide to do the wrong thing, at least you know that this thing, I know if I do this, this is going to be the consequence. So I'm ready. I am ready. I'm going to do it, and then be ready for the punishment. Or as for this, no, I'm not going to do it. It is not worth it. I'm not going to do it. So it is always good for people to know the consequences of some actions, and to also know the benefit of doing other things. All right. So guys, if you have questions, please, you can ask me, and I will answer that to the best of my ability. Okay. So I know Kojo Malaika, you say, but because of the card, yes. But this is the thing. when you are in a relationship, and this is going to be a little bit outside of this topic, if you are in a relationship with somebody and then the person wants to is abusing you, and because of green card, you are not supposed to endure it. Guys, let's say you come to America, you are in a relationship with somebody, it is you genuinely, you enter the relationship from your heart. Okay, I'm not talking about the kolo ones. I'm talking about the one that you know you love this girl, you love this man. You enter the relationship with a good heart. That me, I am here for this relationship. And if the person is maltreating you, I will not do any green card for you. I will not do this for you. I'm talking about people who are married. There are ways to go about that one. I will talk about that whole thing in another video. But don't be subjected to somebody's threats. Because you are not from here. Because I'm not from here. When they tell me I have to keep quiet and endure. You know I'm a foreigner, I'm a Ghanaian. You know I'm a Nigerian that I came, so I don't know anybody. So anything they do to me, I must, endure. And then people back home will tell you, hey, please keep quiet, endure. When you get your papers, you can, do whatever you want. In the meantime, let them keep beating you. No. You don't have to do that. You shouldn't be silenced by anybody because of your immigration status. Never, never. Don't think that because this person will get me green card, I'll get the green card through them, so let them be over my head. No. And guys, sometimes maybe you came here for a visit, you and your girlfriend, your boyfriend decide to get married. You have a disagreement. All of a sudden, she's like, hey, he's using me for green card. She's using me for green card. Please, the fact that they are screaming doesn't mean that they're going to be believed. That is why I say that you must enter in it in good faith. Means that with genuine intention, I entered this marriage because I love this person. I want to be in a relationship with this person. That is why I entered it. So that if they turn around and because they are not getting their way, you are using me for green card, you are using me, some people do this all the time. Don't say that, because of, I'll be getting green card, so I should allow this person to keep, abusing me, to keep using this over my head. I cannot sleep. I cannot be in peace. I cannot even eat in peace. No. So, no matter the way you came through, you came by, the process that you came by to enter America, you don't have to accept abuse. Not here. Don't let anybody hold that over your head. I beg. Okay? So, let me see. I think there are some comments. Let's see those comments. Let's see. You said, let's see. Me, I'm free again. So, if you like me, please hear me. Kojo, you have to stop that. Okay? You have to stop that. I don't entertain those things on my platform. Alright? Guys, the fact that I'm telling you about these things doesn't mean that I am trying to encourage you to do the wrong things. I don't want my platform to be used for that. I'm telling you this because they actually legal way. What I'm telling you are legal ways to do things. It is, you have not broken any law. If you enter America, you marry your girlfriend, and you decide, me, I don't want to go back. You have not broken any law. Okay? You have not broken any law. It is not illegal. But for you to enter into a relationship with the only reason why you are entering into that relationship is for green card, that one is an offense. So that's why I'm telling you that I don't use my platform for that. Like I said, the things in your head, nobody can punish you for what is in your head. Right now, the thoughts that are in my head, nobody can punish me for that. I cannot be arrested for them. But when you act on those thoughts, when you speak about them, then you give people reason to look at you, right? So just be mindful, all right? So guys, this was something that I wanted to talk about. If you have questions, you can ask so that I can answer them. Hi, Josephine, how are you? Yeah. Let's see. What of partnership visa? Arinze, I don't know what that means. When you say partnership visa, are you talking about business partnership, or what kind of partnership are you talking about? All right. Like I said, there are some type of, there are some type of visas that you may have to go back and then come through again. When I saw you saying partnership visa, I'm thinking about, is it like an investor visa that you're talking about this? All right. If you're talking about investor visa, then you have to go through the, the proper channels. You can go to USCIS, but if you're doing that, oftentimes, like investor visa, I probably would say that use a lawyer, because there might be certain aspect that you will need a lawyer to, navigate it with you. But if you're somebody who has the time to do the research and know everything that is to do about it, maybe you can do it on your own. But I would highly recommend that if you're doing like this type of investment visa, pay a lawyer. Because I mean, you are an investor, you have money. So don't be cheap. Use the that one. All right. Somebody's asking about how do you apply for a tourist visa, any assistance. All right. So I've made videos in the past and talk about how to apply for a tourist visa. So how about we talk about that one, how to apply for a tourist visa, maybe God willing tomorrow, okay? We can talk about how to apply for a tourist visa, God willing, tomorrow morning around this time, okay? I'll set my alarm so that I'll be able to, I will not forget and then come on live, all right? So we can talk about how to apply for a tourist visa, all right? But today, I just wanted, in this live video, I just wanted to talk to you about when you enter, how you can stay. You can file for asylum at the border or at the port of entry. If you qualify, don't go and make false claims that you don't qualify, because when you file for asylum, guess what? They will look into your claim, okay? They will look into the claim that you're making to see if it's legitimate, okay? You can marry and stay. If you come, you may have come for, a temporary visit, but then you met your girlfriend here. You met somebody here. You decide to go to Las Vegas, get married, and you file for adjustment of status. You are allowed to do that. It is not a crime. It is not an offense to fall in love. Some people can fall in love and want to get married within 1 week, within 3 months, within 6 months. Some people, it takes longer. Some people, it takes a short time. There's no crime here, okay? The other thing, even if you are out of status, even if you don't have papers and you get married to someone in America, you can still do your adjustment of status. Like I said, if you have overstayed your welcome and you get married to someone and you're filing for adjustment of status, they will forgive your overstay. They will forgive you for that overstay, right? But if you don't get married, you overstay and then you go back, now, no, that is an offense. That will be there. They can, bar you for a period of time. They will say that, go and stay in your country for maybe 3 years. Don't come back here, all right? Then the other thing is that you can find a job. You can find a job, okay? You must find an American employer who is willing to sponsor your visa. I'm not saying that come and work on your tourist visa. Working on your tourist visa is an offense. If they catch you, they will tell you to stay outside of America for some time. Sometimes if you don't take care, maybe 5 years. If you don't take care, it could be for life. I'm just saying that whilst you are here on a tourist visa, and maybe you want to look for jobs, maybe you have, those, STEM program skills, you have a skill that an American employer wants, then they must sponsor you. They must sponsor you. Visa sponsorship. You have to look for jobs that will offer visa sponsorship. Don't go and use anybody's papers to go and work. That is not visa sponsorship. You must look for jobs that will offer you visa sponsorship. If you are able to get that, then the company can go through the process to make you legal. I'm talking about being able to stay with no problems. Stay and work with no problems. All right? Remember these options. I talked about 3 things. So if you're already here in America, when I say job, different types of jobs. I don't know what skill that you have, but whatever job that you are here in America looking for, if you're on a non-immigrant visa, then you want to look for jobs that will offer visa sponsorship. When you apply for a job and they ask you, do you have visa? Please, sometimes these US employers may not know much about the immigration process. You, the foreigner, may know more about immigration. If the person is American, why are they have never requested for an American visa, so they may not even know even the process to get an American visa. So if you are here on a tourist visa and you are looking for a job, a company that will sponsor you, and they ask you, we want to make sure you have your visa, please, when you are answering, be very careful. Don't say just yes, because when they say we need somebody who has visa, they are not talking about the one that you used to enter. You can say that, I have a valid visa that allowed me to enter, but I need the visa sponsorship to work. Some of the US employees, they will ask you that you must have visa. Some of them, they might tell you that you need a work visa. That is what you need. If you want to work and you are on a non-immigrant visa, then you need a work visa. That is what the US employer will say. Some of them will say visa. And you might think that, the one that I came in with. No. We are talking about the one that will allow you to work. So if you are looking for a job and the employer asks you, we need you to have visa, we need you to, and you tell them, I have a visa that I entered with, but that one doesn't allow me to work. I need visa sponsorship that will allow me to work. Okay? If they tell you they cannot do that, don't go and twist things to get the answer that you're looking for. If they say, no, as for that one we cannot do, move on to the next the next employer, the next company. Move on. They are not the only people. Move on to the next one. Don't go and twist their words that, as for me, when they asked me, they said visa. So I'm going to pretend that I'm dumb. I don't understand what they're saying. Guess what? Later, if you are found to be, to have broken the law, guess what? It is not the employer. I mean, the employer may be punished a little bit, but you too, you'll be punished. So don't just say things, twist words to get what you want. Okay? You tell them exactly what you need. I need a work visa. I am here. I'm on here. Sorry, I'm on here with a tourist visa. I came for a visit. But for me to be able to work for you, you like my skills, you like my qualifications, you know I am, qualified for this job. But I need a work visa. Without that, I cannot work for you. If the company deems you valuable, they will do what they need to do to get you the work visa. So don't just come and work with your tourist visa. If you come and work with your tourist visa, now you make your situation sticky. But if you get an employer that will sponsor you, give you visa sponsorship, that will give you work visa, then at some point you could be eligible to get green card and stay. Okay, so these were some of the things that I wanted to talk about. Naki, Rita, when the live video is over, I think you might be able to do check that. Judah, you said, how long will it take to get an appointment when your wife or husband file for you? Now the process takes about 2 years. Okay. How to get admission by yourself, teachers and stuff like that. Bernard, my friend is a nurse, 2-year course. However, during the entry process of the DVLT, I mistakenly filled wrong information added. No big deal. Let's see. The next person. Please, if you are filling the form for the immediate no, you will not be disqualified. Guys, but I just want to stick to the topic today, right? In other videos, I talk about DVLT, so today is just about the tourist visa. So I'm going to end this live video pretty quick. But guys, those of you who came late, when this live video ends, it's going to be posted here, and you'll be able to watch from the beginning the stuff that I talked about, the 3 major things that you can do when you enter here. Okay. Somebody's asking, can an attorney speed up the process? No. If you said, so Judah, you asked about the marriage visa. I'm going to answer this last question and then stay on topic. In another live video, we talk about marriage visa process. All right. No, an attorney is not a magician. Okay. Immigration process, there are steps you must go through. Everybody can also get a lawyer too. There is a backlog, and that's why cases are not moving faster. Okay. Of course, an attorney can help your case if the lawyer is, experienced in immigration. Okay. You just don't use just any lawyer. There are some lawyers, they are very good. Some lawyers are very good. There are some lawyers, when they file your petition, guess what? They are giving it to the assistants to do all the work. They themselves, they are not doing the work. So there are some lawyers, they will do your case anyhow. Oh yeah, you just send this and send that. Some lawyers have filed the petition for some people and added little evidence. And then later, it became a problem for the people. Because depending on the embassy that you are dealing with, like if you are from Africa, most of the time, African embassies in Africa, they are very tough. So when you're going through them, you need more evidence. You cannot just fill the main form and just show up there. And I've been told by several people, they use lawyers, and the petition was not even approved. How can a lawyer file for a petition and then the petition was not approved? Like, you didn't go through the stuff. So there are some lawyers who are very serious about their work, and they will go through and fill the documents, things for you, and they will go through. But you will still go through the normal pace like everybody. The lawyer is not going to jump the line and cut and be in the front. No. Then everybody will take a lawyer and also be at the front, right? But then there are some lawyers who only want their money, and then they will just do things anyhow, and then you, the client, you suffer. So if you're going to use a lawyer, make sure that you interview your lawyer. Talk to the lawyer. Know how, if the lawyer already, you want the lawyer to help your case and the lawyer doesn't even have time to talk to you. Hey, even if it's just a common consultation, even if they are going to charge you, because guys, you know me, I charge for consultation. So lawyers also charge for consultation. If you want to use a lawyer, sometimes get to know the lawyer. Get to know how they think, how they work on their cases. If a lawyer is telling you things like BSing you all the way through the thing, then you should be worried, because you're going to pay money. You want to make sure the person who you're paying money to can do a good job. Know that a lawyer cannot guarantee you visa. Nobody can. So the fact that you're paying a lawyer doesn't mean that you are going to get your visa. The fact that you book a consultation with me doesn't mean that you're going to get your visa. All right? Nobody can guarantee you that. Nobody. If anybody tells you that I will guarantee you visa, they are lying. They are lying. They can do the work, but at the end of the day, it's you who is going to the interview. The lawyer will not follow you. Nobody will follow you. You are the one who is going to answer the questions. Okay? So, for petition, you can use a lawyer or you can do it yourself. You can use a lawyer or you can do it yourself. There are people who have done it successfully themselves. There are a lot of websites, a lot of resources online that you can use to file your petition on your own. Okay? Yes. But if you want to use a lawyer, you want to sit back and relax and let a lawyer take care of it for you, you can do that. But know that it will not speed the process. You will go through the thing just like everybody else, right? So sometimes when people book consultation, they expect that things will go faster for them because they have, no, that's not how it is. That's not how it works. If people were to buy a lawyer so that their case will go faster, guess what? The people who have been waiting for 2 years now, going through the process 2 years, I'm talking about marriage visas, they would have also paid a lawyer to go through faster, and they should be done. So I hope you understand that. So guys, thank you so much. I've talked about, the things